we're back with Converge. I'm sitting with Council Minister Mike Moore, and nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Kathryn. It's great to be here.
It is. I'm so happy to have an opportunity to talk to you. I know you're new at your position.
Yes, relatively new.
10 months in.
Yes.
So let's start with that part. You moved here about 10 months ago as well,
yes.
and you just felt like you want to dive in?
Yes, I think, it's been great getting here and getting to know everybody and settling into the job and to the community. A lot of challenges here at the county, but a lot of great opportunities as well.
Speaking of that, okay, so we have the opportunities and we have the challenges.
Yeah.
Where should we start? Tell us, what is the plan? What are the challenges right now that you have to deal with?
Well, I think, our challenges obviously are growth in the county, which brings, challenges in areas like transportation, workforce housing, those type of things. So obviously those are things we're looking at in terms of that. I think also, workforce recruiting, not only, for businesses, but for the county as well. Our challenges, we're competing in a workplace or a market for workers, both at the county and for businesses.
So we are looking for employees. I mean, that's what we're doing, correct? Is
Correct.
that what you're asking us to do?
Yes.
And then when we bring them here, then we have to figure out how we're going to house them, correct?
We have to figure that out. And then, cost of living here is always a challenge for individuals coming into the area. Housing is expensive, and so we have to look at that as well. Are we offering, competitive salaries to make it, affordable for folks to come here, work and live and play? Well,
that's nice. I mean, it is a beautiful place to live, and we do need. And what kind of professionals are you looking for?
Well, at the county, we have all different areas we're looking for. Everyone from staff positions, administrative, finance, down to workers who are manning our convenience centers and working in engineering and public works. So from the county perspective, we're recruiting for workers as well as for businesses here in the community.
Really interesting. So with the other side, what is another challenge that we're up to?
Well, I think another challenge is, I think for the county, we're working to build and maintain trust with the public. I think it's, we recently had the transportation referendum, which did not pass. So we're looking at options to, how can we make improvements here in the county with the budget, obviously we want to live within our financial means and make the most of the taxpayer dollars.
Could you tell me a little bit more about that? I mean, give us a little bit more details about the transportation.
Right. So last fall, it was on the ballot for 1 cent sales tax for transportation, and it failed really in most areas of the county. And so that presents a challenge because we had put a lot of projects in there to make road widenings, intersection improvements, the 278 bridge, which are all considerations for folks working and wanting to come to the county. So, now we're working with council. We had a workshop earlier this year. We're going to actually have another workshop tomorrow to look at another potential 1 cent sales tax for capital projects.
Okay. I mean, we have to do what we have to do. We need the support, and we have to pay for it, right?
Right. And a 1 cent sales tax, it's not all on the residents of the county. That applies to visitors to the county as well. So, visitors, when they come to the county, they're using the roads, they're using facilities. So that allows for a more, in my mind, an equitable share of how we're going to fund these projects to meet the growth.
I mean, I think Hilton we have 40,000 residents and we have 3 million visitors. So I think
right.
Hopefully that will make everybody feel more positive about that, right?
Exactly right.
And then what are some of the positive things? I mean, you're here 10 months. What do you see?
Oh, the positives. I mean, what a beautiful place to live. I mean, great citizens here that I get to meet and get to know every day. So, and I'm very happy with our county employees, across the board, top to bottom. We've got great employees that are out doing the job every day to serve the public. So those are all positives. And I think we're, building and maintaining good relationships with, I'm working hard to have good relationships with the municipalities, Town of Hilton Head, City of Beaufort, and others to collaborate on projects. And we've had the opportunity to have some joint workshops and attend meetings with the other elected and appointed officials on projects.
Well, can you give us a little insight? What are the topics? I mean, is there something different that you can share with us?
There's, interestingly, workforce housing is always a topic, and transportation challenges and growth are always very common topics. I'd say another topic is, particularly in the northern part of the county, finding opportunities for our younger citizens, recreational type opportunities. As you know, the county operates parks and recreation facilities, so we're looking at where can we expand our services to meet those challenges. For example, do we need more ball fields for folks coming into the county to practice soccer, baseball, all these types of things.
And one other question I do have for you is education. Let's just talk about that quickly.
Sure.
I mean, I know we needed teachers. Do we have enough teachers? Are we still looking for teachers with this population explosion?
Well, we actually had a joint meeting with the school board last week. County council and the school board had a meeting, and that was discussed by the superintendent. And they are in a competitive workplace, and they're working hard to make their salaries competitive. And I'd say, do we have enough? I think they're still looking for more. I mean, I think it's a challenge to recruit and maintain educators as well as any other. And again, the cost of living in this county versus the salaries, those are all things that potential employees are going to weigh coming here.
Yeah, I can understand. So as we close this up, give us 3 things that you're working on in the next 5-year plan. What would be the top 3 things?
Well,
and you can't put workforce housing in there.
No, of course not. I think for me, I'm looking at our capital program and our facilities at the county. I'm looking at, do we have the facilities in place to meet, current and future demands? And so I always talk about people because I think we're going to continue it's going to be a challenge to recruit and retain workforce, and we're in a competitive marketplace there. And then I think addressing the growth and then how do we fund it? So I think those are all challenges we're going to continue to work towards meeting.
Well, I like your enthusiasms, and Mike, it's been very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Kathryn.
And good luck with the next years ahead of you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with more Converge.